well, you go back to like college times, I was working on energy storage technologies for electric vehicles. And that's what I was going to pursue at Stanford, actually, was work on like advanced capacitors and batteries to improve the energy density for electric vehicles. And then the internet was kind of happening. It was clear like the internet was happening like back in like 94, 95. And I wasn't sure if what I worked on in the PhD would actually be useful. So I was really concerned that if I...
Why? Timing, or what was your intuition?
Meaning, I think like, or it could be academically useful, but not practically useful. Like, I think it could result in a PhD and adding some leaf to the tree of knowledge, but then discovering that, well, it's not really gonna matter. Like, that's, you know, is it gonna be a good enough thing to actually be used in an electric vehicle? I wasn't sure. I mean, so it was like, I was uncertain as to whether success was one of the possible outcomes. Right. Like, I thought maybe it was, but I wasn't sure. And then I thought, well, if I watch the internet get built while I'm doing this, that would be really frustrating.
So there's a sense of that eminent timing, that like that was the time for the internet, and maybe the other stuff could wait or be on the back burner of your mind. Was it always there as like one day I'll get back to that, or was it just like...
Yeah, I thought probably I'd get back to it, and did end up doing that. But yeah, I thought sort of the internet was happening, like really taking off, although most people weren't aware of it in '95, and so I figured like electric vehicle technology, energy storage technology, there'll be some sort of natural progression in that, and I could come back to it later. But the internet, you know, was really, that was the moment to really do something. Although in '95 it wasn't obvious that you could actually make any money on the internet. This was like nobody, until Netscape went public, I think at the end of '95, nobody even thought there was like you could make a valuable company on the internet.
It wasn't as obvious as it seems now.
Yeah, like now it seems really obvious, but back then it was not at all. So it was really from the perspective of, it wasn't like, oh, I want to make a bunch of money. It was actually from, it's like, oh, I want to just be part of building this thing that I thought was like a nervous system. It was like, previously people had communicated effectively by osmosis, and you know, you'd have to like basically physically, you know, connect with somebody to really communicate. You're like a letter. Like you'd send letters like that on paper. And with the internet, anyone who had a connection anywhere in the world would have access to all the world's information, just like sort of a nervous system in a so humanity was effectively becoming a superorganism, and qualitatively different than what it had been before. And so I wanted to be part of that. And yeah, so but initially the goal was just to make enough money to pay the rent. It wasn't you know, to do anything beyond that.